according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
Promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated.
It appears Floyd Mayweather might have seriously mismanaged his image. Recently, he announced that he purchased $42 million in Manhattan real estate, yet investigations suggest that the deal may not be legitimate. Public records don't show any evidence of the transactions he described. He promoted the idea that he owned the properties outright with no partners, but now those claims are under heavy scrutiny. This controversy could have lasting effects on his reputation.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings, all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Approaching 50, Floyd Mayweather shows no signs of slowing down when it comes to flaunting his fortune. His social media is filled with clips of luxury outfits, private planes, and mountains of cash. Yet many critics warn that this relentless display of wealth may be leading him straight into financial trouble. Instead of building lasting security, he's perpetuating an image that may not match reality.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best. Especially black people try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
In a viral video, Floyd spread stacks of money across a table, displaying bills as if they were trophies. He waves thick bundles of cash for the camera, making it a spectacle. Yet when someone feels the need to constantly showcase money, it can signal something deeper, uncertainty. True wealth doesn't need to be broadcast. Genuine financial power rarely calls attention to itself online.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Mayweather may have an undefeated record, but that doesn't guarantee fan admiration. Many viewers admit they watch his fights hoping for an upset. His defensive boxing approach is frequently labeled unexciting, and paired with his well-known arrogance, it's clear why audiences often root for him to fail rather than celebrate his victories.
One of the best middleweights of all time is fighting this weekend. I didn't say greatest, I said best. I am really high on Janibek Ali Manila. He beats Canelo, he knocks out Crawford with ease. This guy's a monster. absolute freak. If you guys haven't watched his highlights, if you guys haven't watched the full fight, go watch him. He's fighting this weekend. Make sure you guys tune in. His last fight was absolutely domination. This should be illegal. But a lot of people ask me like, Jerry, why are you so high on Janibek? What does Janibek do, or whatever the case may be? The guy is huge for 160. He's huge for 168. He debuted at 175. He's a light heavyweight. He's cutting down to 160 because Canelo won't give him the fight at 68. And 75, he's still a bit undersized. But he's a southpaw, quick hands, quick feet, explosive one-punch knockout power, insane timing, insane punch selection, amazing boxer on the inside. Probably a top 3 boxer when it comes to fighting on the inside the pocket. Probably has the best uppercut in all of boxing. Janibek Alimhanila is a monster. I hope you guys tune in this weekend to see what I've been seeing.
Not long ago, Floyd faced a suspension for promoting questionable financial schemes. He endorsed dubious crypto projects and other get-rich-quick ventures. Once the ban lifted, he returned to similar promotions, this time collaborating with Kim Kardashian on an NFT campaign. Rather than learning from past missteps, he seems to be repeating the same risky, money-driven choices.
When Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Syntratech. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweatherverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on him. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now. Matter of fact, don't even wait till August 10th. Get it now. My NFT. Own a piece of my legacy. Floyd Money Mayweather.
I'm not just in 30% or 40%, full 100%. I'm behind you. I'm all the way in.
Now, Floyd's World was indeed a huge success for Floyd Mayweather, who raked in $4.9 million. But what happened to his fans? Well, they're furious because the price of this NFT has collapsed over 90%, and they angrily responded in the comments section, "You already have an NFT project. It's called @RealFloydNFT. You released it last year and then stopped working on it immediately after. Have you been punched in the head so much you're forgetting these things?"
From tax issues to reports of being detained in Dubai over unpaid jewelry, Floyd's financial history is full of high-profile controversies. These incidents aren't isolated. They point to a recurring pattern. The problem goes beyond money. It's about eroding trust, damaging credibility, and losing control over how the public sees him.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Floyd has earned millions, but there have been allegations that he collected money for events and merchandise that never came to fruition. Fans have paid for meet and greets, special appearances, and exclusive content, only to be left empty-handed. A TikTok investigation highlighted how much of his brand relies on hype and image rather than actual substance. He proudly claimed to have earned $100 million from the Conor McGregor fight, presenting it as a major financial achievement, yet insiders and experts have raised doubts about the accuracy of those figures.
What's the biggest fight you've ever had? Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever. What did that gross? It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy. Yeah. So that worked out okay. It did.
C.H. Sonnen, a fellow fighter known for his sharp commentary, offered a blunt assessment. Floyd's issue isn't making money, it's how he spends it. His fights are no longer driven by pride or passion. Now, they are about paydays, luxury living, high-end cars, and private jets. And all of that comes with a price. What once was about winning titles has shifted to simply covering bills.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box, when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Floyd Mayweather often ties his success to the wealth he displays online. From piles of cash to luxury vehicles, his social media is filled with symbols of status. While he views these posts as evidence of his achievements, critics, including Shannon Sharpe, warn that constantly showcasing money might signal poor financial habits and a focus on image over stability. Rather than building long-term security, Mayweather seems more concerned with impressing others. This emphasis on materialism, some argue, could distract him from careful money management and create potential financial problems down the line.
Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones, make it rain. Yeah. Well, yeah. I need everybody. Had girl collection Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl. But whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Whether you admire him or not, Mayweather has become known not only for his undefeated record, but also for his notorious arrogance. He has openly stated that money matters more to him than legacy. While this mindset helped him amass wealth, it also earned him widespread dislike. And that animosity only makes his potential setbacks more appealing to his critics.
Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank. I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that. I'm going to do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you ain't on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut. They never saw a scenic route.
When Mayweather came out of retirement to face Logan Paul, it wasn't about proving himself in the ring. It was about the money. Mounting debts and the costs of his lavish lifestyle made the high-profile exhibition fight a major payday. But the situation took a turn when Logan Paul claimed Floyd still owed him $3 million. What began as a spectacle in the ring quickly shifted into a legal and financial dispute. Paul even joked that Floyd might be broke, but behind the humor lies a serious point. No one really knows where his money goes. True billionaires don't feel the need to constantly prove their wealth to the world.
Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that did happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
I remember the week before I fought Floyd, I was in my hotel room by myself with my mind about to like implode.
You're about to fight arguably the greatest boxer of all time.
As an 0-1 YouTuber.
It's great that you got the job done of getting the paperwork. I got Floyd Mayweather to agree to fight me. But you gave a respectable performance to where like people walked away and it's not a gimmick anymore.
I owe Floyd a thanks. Floyd Mayweather, looking forward to receiving the rest of the money you owe me, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Tensions rose when Logan Paul announced he might take legal action over the unpaid $3 million. He stated plainly that he's prepared to take Floyd to court. If Paul succeeds, it wouldn't just cost Floyd money. It would be another blow to his already tarnished reputation. These missteps go beyond simple bad business decisions. They hint at a larger pattern of a man losing control.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm with you. I'm not with you. Yeah, we're taking it to the court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
This isn't Floyd's first encounter with the law. He's previously served time and frequently talks about how fame limited his freedom. Yet ironically, his decisions, whether financial or personal, continue to put him at risk of further legal issues. No amount of wealth matters if it can't protect your freedom.
You know, I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, she was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, you know, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, you know, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back.
Even former friend 50 Cent shared his experience, claiming Floyd never reimbursed him for projects he had helped finance. Floyd's response, that he never asked for the help, reveals more than ingratitude. It highlights a pattern of using people when convenient and discarding them afterward. Once hailed as the best in the world, Mayweather built an empire with his boxing career. Now, however, that empire is showing cracks, threatened by ego, failed schemes, and reckless spending. From legal disputes and questionable investments to unpaid fighters and controversial endorsements, the signs are clear. His financial empire is under serious strain. And this time, a comeback may not be on the horizon.
Anybody who knows Floyd knows he doesn't want to be alone. So in that situation, like, I was concerned about him because, like, I went to visit him more than anyone else that he would qualify and would actually visit him. And it's because I knew that he, I feel like this, he'll buy stuff for you to keep you around. His temperament, there's no balance. Like, he can do anything and they'll still stay there because it's like they're waiting.
Yes, man. Right. Yeah. That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time.